Hello and welcome. In this video, we're introducing Chapter 12, Supply Chain Management in the Service Industry. When we think of supply chains, we often imagine warehouses, containers, pallets, and manufacturing lines. But in truth, supply chain management is just as critical to the service sector. Whether you're in healthcare, retail, hospitality, education, or banking, services account for more than 75% of the U.S. GDP and employ a vast majority of the workforce. Yet, supply chain thinking in services often goes underappreciated. That's what makes this chapter essential. It shines a spotlight on how supply chain principles help service firms deliver exceptional customer experiences efficiently and consistently. Let's begin with a fundamental difference: tangibility. In manufacturing, products are physical. You can inventory a car, store a TV, or ship a crate of goods. In services, what's being offered is intangible. Think legal advice or a banking transaction. Because of this, services can't be produced in advance and stored. They must be delivered on demand. This leads to one of the most critical concepts in service SCM: simultaneity. Services are produced and consumed at the same time. As a result, the customer becomes an active participant in the supply chain. Without the customer present, the service cannot happen. Second, service quality is subjective. In manufacturing, quality is measured in defects, precision, and specifications. In services, quality is often based on perception. Did the healthcare provider explain things clearly? Was the hotel room clean? These soft factors greatly impact customer satisfaction and loyalty. Services are also labor-intensive. There are fewer machines and more people involved, which makes scaling up or down quickly much harder. It also means that improving productivity is more complex because there are fewer automation levers and more reliance on training, scheduling, and process design. Facility location is another major factor. While manufacturers can place factories wherever labor and transportation costs are low, services must be close to the customer. A restaurant, dentist, or fitness center needs to be in the right neighborhood. Proximity drives access and revenue. We also examine three key types of services. Pure services. These offer little to no tangible product, such as education, legal consulting, or therapy. End product services. These involve both a service and a physical item, like dining in a restaurant or getting a haircut. State utility services. These transform something the customer owns, like dry cleaning, auto repair, or pet grooming. Let's talk about productivity challenges in service operations. Since services are customized and labor-driven, automation is limited. Doctors can't speed up surgeries with software. Lawyers can't automate depositions. This makes it vital to optimize schedules, use data-driven staffing models, and consider cross-training employees to increase operational flexibility. A major theme in the chapter is service capacity. Since services can't be stored, managers must match capacity with unpredictable demand. The chapter discusses two strategies: the level demand strategy, keeping capacity constant and letting customers wait; the chase demand strategy, adjusting capacity by adding workers or resources during peak times. And what happens when there's more demand than the service can provide? Managers have three options. 1. Turn customers away, risking dissatisfaction or lost business. 2. Make customers wait, which can reduce perceived quality. 3. Increase capacity through part-time labor, cross-trained employees, or technology like self-checkout systems. Now let's consider what happens when there's not enough demand or there's too much capacity. For example, when the customers just don't show up or you've scheduled too many workers. This creates cost inefficiencies. Strategies to address this include offering off-peak discounts, early bird specials, and promotional campaigns to try to increase demand to meet capacity. A critical operational issue in service SCM is managing waiting times. Every service operation goes through periods when customers have to wait for a service representative to become available. It's not just about the actual wait time, it's also about the perceived wait time. Regardless of how long the customer is actually waiting, if the customer thinks that it is taking too long, their perception of the quality of the service will go down. Theme parks manage this issue by using serpentine queues, interactive elements, and estimated wait time signage to manage guest expectations. Perceived fairness and engagement can enhance satisfaction. To organize customer flow, companies use queuing systems. which can be structured queues like designated lines for airport security or for banking services, unstructured queues like customers waiting to use an ATM or waiting for a taxi, or mobile queues, which are virtual waiting lists accessed via apps or SMS, such as a handheld buzzer at a restaurant. Queuing configurations also vary. Some service operations have a single queue, like the one for an ATM, while others have multiple queues, like those for fast food restaurants. Service bundling is also key. Companies combine explicit services, e.g., loans, account access, implicit services, ambience, privacy, and facilitating goods, forms, devices, physical assets, to deliver holistic value. A bank is not just offering cash withdrawals, it's offering security, speed, and trust. Location and layout strategy are another focus. Externally, services must be conveniently located. Think of where dry cleaners, Starbucks, or gas stations are placed. Internally, the layout must reduce movement and confusion. Doctors' offices, for instance, are structured for flow: reception, waiting room, exam rooms, and exits. Finally, we cover one of the most challenging aspects: managing service quality. Quality in services includes such attributes as reliability, responsiveness, assurance, empathy, and tangibles. To ensure service quality, organizations implement service recovery strategies, such as training staff to handle complaints, empowering employees to resolve issues, and setting realistic expectations that can be exceeded. In short, this chapter expands your understanding of supply chains beyond products. It emphasizes the role of supply chain management in shaping customer experiences in the service economy. Whether you manage a spa, a hospital, or a retail chain, understanding these principles will help you improve performance, enhance quality, and satisfy customers more effectively. So let's begin Chapter 12 and explore how service-based supply chains are managed, optimized, and transformed in today's economy.